What is up, everybody? Welcome in. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, you're watching the replay, make sure you say replay down in the chat. Make sure you like the live, all that good stuff. Charge my phone up. Probably do some listings tonight. I haven't done any work-related work today. We've just been kind of hanging out, preparing for the hurricane, doing all kinds of normal stuff. So nothing too crazy today. Oh, I forgot to do it on TikTok. Damn it. Can I do it? Oh, I can. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. Damn it, I can't do it. I should have done it before I started the live. Oh, well, I'll do it tomorrow. I meant to try out the little shop thing, but I forgot to do it. Damn, I should have remembered to do it. What's up, Mom? I forgot to do it. Damn it. I should have reminded myself. Anyways, I meant to put the little shop button down below to figure out if... Oh, Lorraine, you're actually here on time. It's not a replay. I meant to put the TikTok shop button down below because I have my shirts in the shop, and I wanted to see what it looks like. But, yeah, no hat. No hat. My hat flew away in the wind. What's up, Jody? Chelsea? Good evening. Welcome in. Man, I wanted to remember to do it. I should have wrote it down so I remembered to do it. You're late? I know. I was setting up the live. I came in here a little late. Man, I wish they would let you add it from here. Why won't they let you add the shop thing from here? You have to do it before you set up the live. TikTok, please change that. It doesn't give me the option. Hey, we're dropping poop in the chat. I like this. What's up, Surfs? How's the weather there for you? It's beautiful outside right now. It's nice. Nothing too crazy. The hair's out and about. You guys like the hair? Hair's out and about. I got the hat behind me. I forgot to put it on. Oh, well. Yeah, I haven't done any reselling work, so maybe we'll take some photos here in a little bit. I'll probably hang out on live for like 30 minutes, and then I have to do some listings. Haven't done any tomorrow. I'm probably not going to do too much. I might give you guys like hurricane updates over the next like day or two. Like around like 2 p.m. tomorrow, I might start making like either story posts or videos about what the hurricane's doing, kind of like what I did last year when we had the hurricane, like pretty much same time of year. But I don't know how much I'm going to do that because I have to keep my phone. Charged up. Hurricane updates. Hunker down drinking game soon. Yeah, I'm probably going to bring out the Monopoly board. That's the best hurricane game to play. It looks so different without a hat. Is that good or bad? Get our battery bank? Yeah, I already have one. I have two, actually. We got to find the other one, but I got the... what's the one that everybody told me to get before? Somebody told me to get, it's a specific name for one. It's like the best battery bank. That's the one I got. And I got two of them. So get a generator. We have a generator too. And my neighbor has like 6 of them. So we're good. My neighbor buys generators throughout the year. And then during the hurricanes, he sells all of his generators in like 3 days. And he makes like 6 or 7 grand. It's like crazy. He has a whole porch full of generators. So whatever ones he doesn't sell, he just lets us use. So Anchor. Yeah, that's the one. We have an Anchor. And what are you talking about? Because I don't want to have to use my generator to charge my phone. So I can do the updates, but if we lose power, that hurricane that happened like it was like 4 years ago. We lost power for a week and a half. So I don't want to lose power for a week and a half and have to like find ways to charge my phone. So it's better just to not do social media stuff on your phone. So hook the generator up to a house. No, it's not one of those generators. It's not one of the big boy generators. It's a little generator. It's like yay big. When it's supposed to make landfall, if it goes north, it's supposed to make landfall on Wednesday afternoon. But we're gonna get the winds and stuff tomorrow afternoon, like 2 p.m. So I'll probably start doing lives at like 2 p.m. Here, Ian got your head on, yeah. You can hook the generator up to your house if you're smart. Well, the good thing is, if we need anything, my neighbor has a built-in generator for his house. He just like literally flips a switch and he has this big old generator on the side of his house. So we can just go over there and charge stuff if we technically need to. But I don't know if he's going to leave. Just go to Red Cross, bro. They'll help out. But I'm not going to go to the Red Cross, just charge my phone so you guys can get lives. ZK just asked if she's on with you tomorrow. Yes. I'll have to hit her up. I'll hit her up afterwards. I'll let her know because tomorrow night at 9:30 is when the winds are supposed to be bad. So we might have to push this off till next week. I'll have to see. We'll have to play it by ear, but I'll let her know. What about flooding? I mean, there's nothing you control. If it floods, it floods. I need to go get more fuel for my generator. I just literally fueled up. I ran out of fuel last time I mowed my lawn, so I had to get fuel anyway. So appreciate the follow, user. So we're just going to hang out tonight, answer some questions, chill, nothing too crazy. Good evening, sir. Yeah, Jesse and Trisha, they're going to get it worse because it's going to come right up near Tallahassee, kind of through Jacksonville. That's where it's supposed to go right now. So they're going to get it worse than us. We'll lose power. That means you lose power too. I know. We'll just lose power together, Jen. Then you can come over and play Monopoly in the dark with flashlights. Let's have the flashlights shining on the board, trying to figure out what our next move is going to be. And I'm going to turn the light off really quick and steal all your money and then turn it back on and be like, I don't know what happened to your money. We ain't getting nothing but rain, yeah. It's supposed to go pretty quick, too, so it's not going to be too bad. Do you have a flashlight? Water, food? Yeah, I went out today, got more water, food, all that good stuff. Yeah, we shouldn't, where we are, if it stays on the same track, we're not going to get a ton of rain. It's going to rain for like probably 5 hours or something like that, and then we'll be good. Be at work. I'll be here with the dogs, kids alone. I'm worried. Now you should be good. Tampa is a little bit farther. We're in Pinellas, so we're literally like right on the edge where it's going. So, as long as it stays north, expect power loss. Yeah. Did you fill your tub up? It's cheaper. Yeah, we're gonna do that tomorrow. Do the tub thing. I also froze a whole jug of water, so one of those like gallon jugs of water, so we can stick that in the freezer. You should design a reseller board game. We should make reseller Monopoly. That'd be really expensive, the license, though. Is Cat near you, William? Yeah, Cat's like 10 minutes from me. Do you even insure your inventory in case something happens? I don't have insurance on my inventory. But to be honest, I bought my inventory so cheap, if I had to like restart, I'd actually kind of enjoy a whole restart. That would be a cool series to do on like YouTube. Like the hurricane took all my inventory away, so let's restart from scratch. That would be a really cool inventory. Yeah, or video to do. Yeah, freeze more water. We're going to freeze more water tomorrow. I'm just freezing the first one. I got a small freezer. Heard you're supposed to put in your washer, ice, fill it with ice. Heard you're supposed to put it in your washer, ice, fill it with ice for your washing machine. Fill your washing machine up with ice. I've never heard that one before. I've heard the thing where if you're supposed to put like a not a glass of water, but like a jug of water, and you're supposed to put a coin on top. And if the coin sinks to the bottom, that lets you know that everything in your refrigerator has probably gone bad. So you stick like a coin on a piece of ice. Fill your washer with ice. So okay. Fill your washer. That way, when it melts, it drains out. Okay. It acts as a cooler. Gotcha. That's pretty smart, actually. Paperwork and washer machine. Dishwasher, that's waterproof. Okay. Close enough. They'll be grabbing your inventory out of the air. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get hit by that. I think it'll be water. So the inventory will be floating down the street. But I do have a storage unit. So if it starts making like a last minute turn, I talked about this morning. If it starts making like a last minute turn and it looks like I have like 2 or 3 hours where I can grab my inventory, I'm just going to grab it and I'm going to take it to the storage unit. I have a second floor storage unit, so I'll just grab everything that's on the bottom level of my shelves and move it to the storage unit. So should be able to keep that stuff safe. But yeah, I got Crocs too. I got the Yeezy foam runner, so I can wear those and I won't get anything on my feet. I need to freeze some water. Get my mom's freezer, though. I don't lose anything. Yeah, we got enough. We're prepared. Yeah, the Crocs will keep me safe. So stupid. How's everybody's sales today? Surf's talked about it in his live. My sales have been slow today, but I really haven't listed anything over the last couple days. I did buy something today, though. You know, we are in the middle of a hurricane. I'm about to be in the middle of a hurricane, but your boy's still out here buying Coogis because Coogis are cheap right now. I got to buy them. Somebody hit me up the other day and asked me if I wanted to buy their Coogi. Unfortunately, the reason I didn't buy yours is because I'm picking up Coogis right now for literally cheap. Cheap. That Coogi right there, I bought today for $100. It was $100, and I had the 20 $20 off Mercari coupon. So this person had this Kuji up for like the last like 3 weeks. I've been eyeballing it. And I just messaged them. They had it up for $191. They dropped the price, and I said, "Hey, would you take $100?" And he said, "Hey, would you do $160?" I said, "Nope. All I can do is $100." And they said, "Yep, I'll take $100." They dropped the price for me, and I had my $20 off coupon, so I got it for $80, with free shipping too. So $80 for that Kuji in the middle of winter. That Kuji is going to go for like $250, $300, easy peasy. Yeah, it's a cardigan. It's one of the button cardigans. I'm looking at another one too. But yeah, right now I can't pay up for Kujis. Whoever hit me up, shout out to you. You had amazing Kuji, but I can't buy them right now because I'm literally getting steals and deals on Kujis. All the Kujis that you see behind me, that massive pile, I don't know if you guys can see it, but you guys can see it. That pile right there, and there's a couple more around the corner. I literally paid $100 or less for all of those Kujis. It's actually crazy how cheap they are right now. If you keep your eyes out for them, you can find them real cheap. I got a sick Dixon shirt from Line Creek today. Nice. Heard it's hurricane proof. Yeah. It probably won't get here. Even if he ships it today, the Postal Service will probably close down on Wednesday. Maybe not. Maybe they'll let you keep them going. Found Kobe Nike 2018 Chaos shoes for $24. What would you sell them for? Great condition. I would look up the style number on eBay, and if you can't find it, I would look it up on Terapeak. I would also look up the price on StockX too, and see what they're selling for new on StockX and determine your price off that. If they're a really rare Kobe, price them high, because there's collectors out there that will buy them in bad condition, either to fix them themselves and resell them and do all that stuff, or they'll just buy them to collect them. They won't even wear them. They'll just like put them on a shelf. You stole it for that price. I did steal it for that price. What's up, Mac? When you started, how often did you have losses on like items that I bought and sold? Really, I didn't have much losses. When you're buying stuff from Goodwill for like, back in the day, I used to get stuff for like $4 to $6. That's like Goodwill prices. When you're paying $4 to $6 for stuff, you can pretty much break even on everything you buy. As long as you do minimal research in the store, there's hardly a chance that you're actually going to lose money. The only time I would lose money is if I bought something from a Goodwill and it had stains or a hole in it. Then that's when I would take a loss on that. So probably in the beginning, that's probably a little bit worse than I am right now looking like at stuff before I check out. But probably like 1 out of every 50 items I had to just throw away because it was too beat up. I just didn't check it enough when I was in the store. But yeah, when you're buying stuff for like $5, if you're going to the bins and you're buying stuff for like $1, there's no way you can. There's literally, you can sell something in bad condition and still make your money back. How do you decide what to charge for shipping on each piece for Whatnot and what to show on Whatnot? So Whatnot has a flat shipping fee. So what happens is up to a pound, the buyer pays, I think, $8.95 up to a pound. Once they get over a pound, between 1 pound and 5 pounds, it's free shipping for them. You don't pay any extra shipping, but then once they get over that amount, from 5 to 6 is a flat rate. From 6 to 7 is another flat rate added on. But you don't charge shipping. That's all up to Whatnot to decide. It's just like Poshmark. When you get between 1 pound and all the way to 5 pounds, it's the same exact cost, no matter how much stuff they have in their cart. Posh has been lit for me. eBay, only a handful of orders. Poshmark has been slow today. I've actually shipped out everything that sold before the mailman came because I didn't know if they were going to come tomorrow, depending on where the hurricane went. So I've already shipped out a bunch of my orders. But I sold a Goose Down Eddie Bauer jacket for $60 on Poshmark. And I sold a Travis Matthew polo, just a normal Travis Matthew polo, for $35 on Mercari. I have 2 eBay orders now that I have to ship. Let me see what they are. I got a Beyond Yoga jacket that that sold during Surf's Live. He asked me how my sales were, and like literally when he asked me that question, I got an order in. And then I sold a blazer. The brand is called Jacket New York. It's JKT. I paid $5.34 for that one. It sold for $47.99 plus ship. So those are the only 2 orders that I have to ship out right now. Have you ever sold jerseys? I have. Yeah, they better not have the mailmans out in the hurricane on Wednesday. Jen, they will still have the mailman working on Wednesday. I worked in a tropical storm where the water was up to my knees, and I was on a walking route. I literally had to walk through the water to each person's door for 6 hours. There was literally catfish swimming next to me as I was delivering the mail. The mail people, the Postal Service does not care. They will still send those people out no matter what, as long as it's not lightning and thundering and there's not tornadoes out there every 5 seconds. They're going to send them out, and they're going to make them walk and drive through all that stuff. It's crazy. They don't care. I dare someone to take the number 1 spot from me. Buried's trying. I would have called in sick. There were a lot of people that call in sick, but the thing is, if you call in sick, everybody gets pissed off at you, because then everybody has to go cover your route. So not only are you making people that are walking in the water all day for 6 hours, now they're going to walk in the water all day for 10 hours because we got to cover like 6 or 7 routes, because all the mail has to be delivered every single day. You can't skip out on mail. There were certain streets on that day that were so flooded, the mail trucks couldn't go down them. So they told us not to deliver to those streets. But out of my route, I was only able to skip 1 street. As long as we're able to walk door to door and do it in a safe manner, you have to deliver the mail. And the supervisors were driving around checking if people were delivering the mail that day. It was really annoying. So there was people that said, hey, I can't drive down the street. It's too much water. The supervisor drove down the street and said, hey, if I can drive it down the street in my car, you can drive it down in an LLV. And then they made them deliver the mail. I hated working for that place. What apps do you sell jerseys on? Most of the time I sell those on eBay. Do you sell the same items on different platforms? I do. I cross list using List Perfectly. I have a link in the description of this video and also in my bio. To sign up, you get 30% off your first month. So basically all the clothing items I list, I cross list to all those platforms. Could be sewage in the water. Yeah, buried. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. Do you know if USPS is open in Tampa? They should be. They're probably not going to close in Tampa. Pinellas County is where they'll probably close, if they close anywhere. Have you gained weight since you stopped the post office? Absolutely. I used to walk, I think my average day, I used to walk somewhere between 15 to 20 miles per day, 5 days a week in the heat. When I first started the post office, I could eat anything because I would literally work it off in like 2 hours. But yeah, I've definitely gained weight. I'm actually going to start going back to the gym as soon as my mother-in-law comes on, because then I'm going to have like an extra hour or 2 in the morning to go to the gym. If USPS got Tesla trucks, would you go back? First off, they would never invest in Tesla trucks. Second off, no, I would never go back. Nope. Okay, Grandpa, uphill both ways. Yeah. Yeah. 15 to 20 miles, easy. On days when I first started, when I was a CCA, which is a city carrier assistant, meaning that you are everybody's biatch. I was working 12-hour days, and when you're everybody's biatch, you have to go very, very fast because you can get fired for anything. So, well, now you can't, but before you could. So I would literally be walking like 20 to 25 miles every single day, 6 days a week. And then they started doing Amazon Sundays. So I was working 7 days a week. I would get a day off every 14 days because in the contract, it says they have to give you a day off every 14 days. They can't make you work straight 14 days. So I'd literally work 13 days and then have to get the next day off. And I'd have to tell the supervisor, like, hey, you've worked me 13 days. You got to give me the next day off. It was crazy. Best friend of the mail lady and her boss, man, tried to get her to her house after Ian because he thought she was fibbing about not being able to get out of the driveway. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that they'll do. Ontario, Canada, what's up? Caught Alive, what's up? You're here. We might do some work here in a minute. We're just kind of hanging out talking right now because I haven't done any work. Did you say you moved to Florida? No, I've always lived in Florida. I've always been here. Is there an app that lists to all platforms, or do you have to list each separately? List Perfectly pushes it all to all the platforms. So what I do is I list on eBay, I download my listing, I use List Perfectly to move it to the other platforms, and then it pretty much fills out all the information on the listing except for like a couple things. So you just go through, you proofread it really quick, and you hit live. So it does all the moving for you. Puts in your description, puts in your titles, puts in your photos, and you just go through real quick and make sure it's good to go. Right, so you all do work on Sundays. Yeah, the city carriers do. City carriers work on Sundays. They will not let regulars work on Sundays because I think they have to pay them time. I think they have to pay them double time if they work on Sundays. And they won't do that because that's way too much money. Some of those guys, the people who are, what do you call it? They were there for the first contract, so they're grandfathered in to some of the old contracts pay. And some of those guys on double time are making like $80, $90 an hour. It's insane. There's a guy that was like 80 years old that was still working at the post office, super slow, didn't care what anybody said, take his sweet time all day, get overtime all the time. He's getting like $90 an hour on overtime, 45 on regular pay. When people say the post office people don't make a lot of money, they make a lot of money, especially some of those old guys. They're banking. They're banking. Would you sell to somebody on eBay with no ratings? Yes, I do all the time. A lot of people, when they have no ratings, it's because they're buying off of Google. So they're just Googling your item. They don't have an eBay account and they buy it on a guest account. Yeah, 90 an hour double time. So they make 45 an hour and then they get double time. It's crazy. It's some of those guys are banking. There was one guy that he did over 100K in a year. He wasn't one of the top end pays though. He wasn't in one of those old contracts, but he made 100 grand in a year working at the post office, but he also worked a lot of days off. What if they sell at the same time? It hardly ever happens. I never get, the only time I get it where something sells on eBay and Poshmark or eBay and Mercari is if I forgot to pull down the listing and it sells like 3 days later, or a week later or something like that. That's the only time I have to like cancel an order, but it hardly ever happens where an item sells on both platforms. They're constantly cutting my friends are out. Yeah, stuff they do. How much do you think you make in a month? How many hours a week are you thrifting, listing, and shipping? How much do you think you make in a month? Last month, total profit was $10,250.96. That doesn't include any social media or anything like that. That's just straight sales. How many hours do I think I work? If it's just reselling, just those numbers right there, I probably work 40 hours or less. But if you count all the social media stuff, like technically right now I'm working, but this isn't real work. I'm just hanging out talking. But I probably work like 70 hours if you count all my social media stuff. I'm reading that right off my spreadsheet, by the way, too. Those aren't fake numbers. There you go. A little insight to my business right there. Have yourself a nice little read. How do you list on eBay so that the buyer pays shipping? You just, instead of giving free shipping, you do calculated shipping and you charge it to the buyer. That's it. Easy peasy. There you go. I'm eating potatoes while I watch you. Nice. Kayla made me go out and buy, it's almost that time of the month. So she made me go out and buy Taco Bell. That's why I have Taco Bell. She literally made some new dinner. And I don't think she really liked it. So then she made me go out and buy some Taco Bell for her. So I was like, I don't really want to go out and buy Taco Bell. And I was like, all right, I'll go out and buy Taco Bell. And then it was really cool because I brought my daughter with me, because just me and her went because Kayla stayed back behind. And she wanted one of those freezies or whatever they call them, the freezes or whatever. So the lady actually made the wrong freezes. So she gave us 2 free freezes. And my daughter, I think she just liked my daughter. So she just, right when she gave us the bag, she gave us free those cinnamon twist things. She threw those in the bag. And I was like, see, sis, you got to come with me to these places. Because if it was just me, we wouldn't have got all this free shit. You always do free shipping? Not all the time. Anything under $30, I think I'm going to do charge shipping from now on. And then anything above $30, I'm going to do free shipping. I'm going to tell Kayla that you said she was being a bee. I didn't say that. I said that it's that time of the month and she's craving Taco Bell. It's on replay, Buried. I'm literally filming myself on multiple platforms. You can't do that to me. I can literally just show her. I'll go back at 23:56 on Facebook and show her this live. You can't get me in trouble. It's impossible. At which point would setting an auction be better than buy it now? Surf's Up is a great example of this. Anytime he finds something rare and unusual, he'll usually put it up at an auction. So he'll start it at $1 and just let it run. He has a bunch of videos on it. If you're not following him, Whitney, on Facebook, he has a Facebook account and he has videos showing how he does this. So Surf's Up Finds on Facebook. He's also on YouTube and on TikTok, and he does the same thing I do. He goes live multiple times a day. He ships out his orders. He puts out great videos. So feel free, go follow him on all platforms. One of my boys. He has really, really good content. Like a Roosevelt's 24K lightning bolt shirt that is worth between $250 and $300. I missed your first comment. All I saw was that comment. Do you have a YouTube how to hook up a label maker. I bought mine from the Amazon store. The one I have linked in my bio, no, because I use a Dymo 4XL. But I'm sure if you look up a YouTube video on like just YouTube how to list or how to hook up an IDPRT printer, I'm sure there's like 10 or 15 videos. Just got to talk about like an hour ago. I asked the guy how he was, and he said, I'm having a Baja Blast. The lady said something similar to that too. She said she's having like a taco-rific day. I wonder if this is a new thing at Taco Bell, like they have to say that, like at Chick-fil-A where they say like my pleasure. I think Taco Bell is trying to do the same thing, which is kind of weird. A taco-rific day just doesn't. I kind of giggled at it, but it was like a haha kind of giggle. It wasn't very funny. What's the difference between List Perfectly and Vindu? They're both cross listers. They just have different price points. I think Vindu has an app. List Perfectly is done through the web. You can pretty much still do both from your phone. Do your research. I use List Perfectly. That's the one I push. But yeah, there's other people in the community that use Vindu and they like it, but I use List Perfectly. Do they have a combined shipping for eBay? Yes. When you have two orders separate, what you do is you highlight both orders and you hit the shipping button above it. Then you hit print labels. It'll put you into a completely different page. I wish it wasn't this hard to do it. It puts you to a completely different page. And then from there, you'll highlight both again and you'll hit the combine button. It'll put both into the same order for you. I want to talk about uniform shirt. I started watching you in February and now I've made 8K. Let's go. Let's go. Who is that? Lander Snap. Look at that. 8K since watching me in February. Let's go. To Taco Bell. They told me I'm going to have Hi Amy, you didn't say hi when you first came in unless I missed it. And that's the K-Way. What's up, Wyatt? Wyatt, you get those shoes out yet? Are they still sitting there floating? Come on, Wyatt, go get your shoes. I know you're done. Just go get them. You're making us all wait for that video. Are they out yet? Do you have them on your feet right now, or are they still sitting out in the? Are they still out in the lake? We need to know this, Wyatt. Do you have the shoes yet? Are the Kobe's still floating in that green lake? Those poor Kobe's. At least they're green. It'll match the green lake. She said it a long time ago, Sling. Wayne, you're slacking. I know. I'm trying to catch up. I'm watching. I got 28 people on the other platforms that are commenting. I got you guys too. You did? Dang it. Dang it. I missed her comment. That never happens. Do you ever review closets and make suggestions, make more sales? I really need help. User, drop your closet in the chat. I'll do a quick closet review right now for you. Drop it in the chat. Somebody will pin it. Our brother Kobe's have made their way out of the pond. That's all I have to say. Nice. Awesome. Nice. He's rocking the Kobe's right now, but unfortunately they're full of water. He has soggy Kobe's right now. He's gotta get them unsoggy again. At least you can like sign them when you get famous, Wyatt, and then like you can sell them for money because they were in a video. Do you offer shipping choices like Ground Advantage and Priority? Yes, I do. I want a closet review. Soggy is a great word. Are they really destroyed? That would suck. Okay. Do you have? Is this your Poshmark? Hold on. Is this your Poshmark closet? We're about to do a closet review, people. Let's go. I haven't logged into Poshmark on here in forever. Yes? Okay. Hold on. Let me look you up. Damn, you got soggy Kobe's? That sucks. Come on, Poshmark. Why is Poshmark running slow? All right, let me look this up. Got you. Same profile picture. Marinated Kobe's. Yeah, that's crazy. Man, that would suck. That would suck if your Kobe's are soaked, Wyatt. I know you don't want to spoil the video, which is completely fine, but I kind of have a feeling your Kobe's are soaked, bro. That would suck. I guess we'll all be stuck in suspense here, not knowing whether the Kobe's are soaked. God, that would suck. That would be horrible. Send the Kobe's to college resale. He'll make them look brand new. Ethan will make them look brand new. That's good. All right. Here we go. We're about to do a closet review really quick. You ready for this, peeps? I got nothing better to do anyway. Bink, bink, bink. All right, here we go. This is the closet. If you guys want to follow along, Dawn Whiteley, I think it is. Dawn W. I'm going to do her closet review. There's her name right there if you want to follow along. Okay. 977 listings. How many men's do you have? Let me do men's because I'm way better at looking up men's stuff than I am women's stuff. All right. Let me do this really quick. Let me go into this listing. Actually, I need my keyboard. You have these at 148. Let me comp these out really quick. You're not going to be able to see this YouTube and Facebook. I gotta do this on another screen. I'm just going to comp these out real quick. 124, 150, 190, 3. Let me see this. 190. Okay, those are a little bit more. This one sold very well. What size are those? They're 9.5. Okay. Well, your pictures are good. You're obviously using natural lighting here. You're taking them outside. These are new condition. I was looking at your price point because when I went over to eBay, this is what I was looking at. There is one that sold for 200. So if this one didn't sell for 200, I would say you're priced on the high side. But you can sell shoes a little bit higher on Poshmark usually. Let's go back. Let me just look through your stuff really quick. Looks like you sell a bunch of shoes. Your prices really aren't that bad. I would say your photos, if you want to get top dollar for your stuff, I would say probably take your photos somewhere else than the circular table because it just doesn't look high end. It just looks like, circular table. You might be limited on space, but if you could just set up like a white poster board, like this is actually nice. I like this setup better than this setup. This setup right here, even though it has a door in the background, I like it better than this setup. I think you can get better prices for your stuff if you set it up that way. Your prices really aren't too bad. Tommy Hilfiger is a hard move, but you've got it priced at $12. It's not too bad. Let's go through some of your sales really quick. Robert Graham, you got a Robert Graham over there sold for 40. Nice. Let's go into one of these clothing listings. Let's go into this vintage Nike. See your description. Approximate flat measurement, including photos. So you got the measurements in the listings. I know I see a lot of chat coming in. I'm not paying attention to chat right now. I'm kind of gonna see what these. Got the measurements. You're doing good with measurements. I would say work on your photos maybe a little bit more. That might be hurting your prices just because the photos aren't super, super nice. They're good. You have photos of everything included. Why isn't this going back? It's literally stuck. It's stuck. I can't move off this page. Let me go. Why is it not working? Okay, hold on. I guess we have to redo this. Refresh maybe? Okay, there we go. Why is it stuck? Anyways, yeah, it's not moving at all. It's literally stuck. Stop sharing. Okay, let me try this again. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Let's go to some women's items really quick. I like your photos are okay. I think you could improve a little bit on photos. Your prices are fine. These on clouds might be priced a little bit too high. Those right there might be a little too high. Go to women's stuff. It's really hard to judge because I do a lot more men's than women's. So when it comes to women's pricing, I'm not going to be able to tell you. Like this Lululemon top right here, I'm pretty sure is priced accurately. I'm pretty sure this is priced accurately. $22 Lululemon. You should be seeing sales. If you have stuff like this, what is it doing? If you have stuff like this, I'm pretty sure you should be good. What are your sales like? How many sales do you get on average? Because you have 9. I can't tell how many active listings you have on Poshmark because it just says your total listings, which includes sales. But it looks like you have quite a few. I would say a lot of these like this is not a branded item. This is just a boho vest, which is a little bit harder to sell. TikTok Queen hoodie, maybe a little bit harder to sell. If you look up some of these items on eBay, for example, if you look up this on eBay, I guarantee the sell-through rate is trash. It's like really, really bad. So you're looking for that one specific buyer. So if you're looking for consistent sales, you need to be looking at items that have consistent sales on like eBay. eBay sold comps are the easiest way to tell if an item's actually going to sell because you can look up sell-through rate. Poshmark's a little bit harder to look up sell-through rate because you got to take in all the information all at once. But I'm sure if you look up that TikTok Queen hoodie, that thing probably doesn't sell, but maybe like a 10% sell-through rate. A lot of this is unbranded stuff too. It's just like you're using a lot of good keywords, but there's no brand that goes along with it. It's just you're trying to, like the boho style. I don't really think those sell too great. Again, if you looked up comps on eBay for just like boho bags, there's probably a billion of those listed too on Poshmark. So they'd be super hard to move. Again, it's hard to judge your store and give you good advice because you have a lot more women's than men's. Your men's stuff is okay. I'd say just improve on your pictures a little bit. Like I said before, you put your measurements in the listing, which is great. Yeah, that's about the best advice I can give on that store. I can give better advice on people that have a lot of men's in their store. I have like 80 listings. Yeah, if you have something like 80 listings, you're never going to see consistent sales. It's super hard to get consistent sales with 80 listings unless you have items that have a really good sell-through rate. Like all 80 of your items have really good sell-through rate. What about shares? Yeah, share your closet. Share your closet all the time. Share as much as you possibly can. I use Autoposher. I haven't even logged into my Poshmark like this in probably 2 months because Autoposher does everything for me. When you start selling, should you list everything you have or be super picky? I think when you first start, list everything you have. So you can't give any advice on strip clips. What is that? What is a clip? More angers coming in a couple weeks. More hangers. You and buried with your misspells. If you want to do another review, you can do mine. Okay, Ashley, hit me up. Drop it in the chat. What's your Poshmark name? List it all. Yeah, when you first start, list everything. You need practice on listing everything you possibly can. Did I take you guys off yet? Yeah, I did. I'll do one more. I use Flip, which is free to sign up, beta user. It will cross list for free and reposh. Yes, but I hear there's a lot of bugs. There's a lot of bugs with Flip. If you get something that doesn't have a charge to it, usually you don't get a really great product. I was on List Perfectly's live the other day, and they made a statement that was like, if you get a free taco or you get a taco that you pay for, normally the one that you pay for is going to be a lot better than the free taco. So yeah, that's exactly how I feel about it too. All right, this is better. I like this closet already. It's got a little bit more men's to it. Ooh, you got good photos. This is going to be an easy review. You got good photos. All right, there's the name right up top. Let me switch. I got it pinned over on TikTok land, but we'll try to show the whole thing. It's a little bit harder on TikTok. If you want to see the hold screen, go over to Facebook or YouTube right now because you'll be able to see everything. So let's just go dive into it really quick. Her photos are really good. I really, really like your photos. Shows the full item. Oh, I know who this is. Haha. You find some crazy good stuff for being a new reseller. If you guys aren't following, make sure you're following Ashley because she finds some crazy good stuff and she just started reselling. So this is a really good opportunity to like talk through a new closet for somebody who just started. But I knew it was you just when I saw this one right here. So this is a men's rowback. You have it priced perfectly. Let's get into it really quick. It's priced perfectly. $75 is what this thing's going to sell for. This is a good brand to be on the lookout for. That's the tag you're looking for right there. It has a little dog hit. This one has the dog hit on the front. Sometimes it's on the back. And then you're also looking for this. It's not going to be this colorway every single time. It's going to be different colorways, but that's Rowback. Really good brand. Put this into your memory bank right now. By the way, somebody hit me up today and said they found Outlier just based off my on one of my lives talking about it. So let's go. I love it when people find the brands I talk about. All right, love your photos. This one does have a small stain on it. Even with this stain, it should still sell for 75 bucks. Somebody's going to take this and bleach that out or try to wash it out. It will sell. Like your photos. Let me look at your, okay, one thing you're missing. It looks like you're missing your measurements. So what I would do is down in this description down here, I would take, if you don't want to take photos of it because you're doing hanging photos, that's completely fine. That's exactly how I do it. But I would do a, let me go to your full front. I would take a pit to pit, which is this right here, shoulder to shoulder, which is this seam to this seam, and a top to a bottom. So I would put those measurements into your details down here because some people fit differently XLs. They need to know what that pit to pit is. And if they open up a return, at least you can say, hey, Poshmark, I gave them all the measurements. There should be no issues with it. I would take out the word great condition in your title because it has a small flaw to this. So I would take out great condition. That's not something you need to put in the title. That should be in your description. So how I would do this title, I would rework it a little bit and I would put Rhoback men's XL solid white long sleeve performance polo shirt. If you can fit all of that in one sentence or one title, that's great. Rhoback men's XL solid white long sleeve performance polo shirt, because you're using a ton of keywords. Nobody's going to look up great condition when they're looking up an item. They're going to look up the name. They're going to look up performance because they want it to be a nice stretchy fabric. They can look up polo or they can look up shirt. So if you put both of those words in your title, you're going to open it up for more people to find your item. But everything else about this is great. Love your photos. Your photos are really good. Yeah, you might need to invest in one of Trisha's flat lay hangers when they get released. Let's go into another listing really quick. I like it a lot. Why does it do this? Okay, hold on. Refresh. Let me go back. Okay, stop sharing. It's like as soon as I enter in another page, it makes it so I can't go back. Why? Okay, stop sharing. Now go back. There we go. Let me start sharing again. Let me go into another one really quick. Do another one. Here we go. All right, so we'll do this Peter Millar really quick. I'm pretty sure the same thing. You don't have your measurements, so just add those in. Again, the title, I would rework the title a little bit. Don't have to put men's used. I would always put the name of the item first. So this is, or the name of the brand first. So Peter Millar, then put the size in there, men's large, and then use these keywords right here. All these keywords, put them in. And then I would also put in sweater at the end. You're just using a couple extra words like in size large. You don't really need these three words. If you just put men's and then large, you can lose these three words and put in another keyword that can help you get the item found and get the item found in search, if that makes sense. Again, your photos are perfect. I would just keep doing these photos just like this. You have all your photos you need. The only other photo you're missing here is your fabric photo. You don't have what the item is made out of. So a buyer could ask, is this 100% polyester or is it a polyester spandex blend? So I would add that little photo down at the bottom so that way they're able to tell exactly what this is made out of. But it's priced perfectly fine. 45 is pretty much what you should be pricing these at. You could maybe go a little bit lower if you want to make a quicker sale, but I think that's perfectly fine. You don't really need to put large on your eBay listing. I still do it, but eBay actually tells you if you have the size on the listing, you really don't need to put that into your title. I still do because I think people still read it and they want to know it's size large right away before they go into the listing, but eBay tells you don't need to. I still do it though. But yeah, everything else about this listing is perfectly fine. You got good stuff. I like it. And the fact that she's just starting reselling. So those are just a couple little tiny rookie mistakes that she can easily fix, probably in an hour of work. And then everything will be perfectly good. So really good stuff. I like your videos too. I like the fact that you're like documenting your journey from the beginning. I kind of wish I did that from the beginning because it would be kind of cool to go back and look at like where I've came from. So that way, when people ask me those questions about how did I become where I am today, I'd be able to go back and say like, this is where I started. So I think it's really smart that you're like starting your journey that way and you find good stuff because you've been paying attention. I can tell Just by that row back find on your first video, I can tell you've been paying attention. I think writing size large or putting size L works perfectly fine. I just sold Ultra Core leggings on Poshmark. Let's go. Yeah, I think putting large or just writing L, I think we'll both do the same exact thing. For the title, it's just letting the buyer know what the size is. So everybody knows L and large are universal for the same thing. So a few years ago, I tried selling yesterday and I was lost. Yeah, it's a learning process. It's a learning curve, but you can do it. Baja Blast, yeah. Kayla made me go. I talked about it earlier. Kayla made me go get Taco Bell for her. So Poshmark, lots of posh. Oh, I'm not going to do any more reviews. That's my last review. I used to do reviews every week. I'm probably going to bring that back where I do reviews randomly every week. If I'm just sitting here chatting, I might as well do store reviews while I'm sitting here chatting. But I like doing store reviews. I don't think I'm too mean. I try to give good advice as long as you have men's items, because women's items, it's super hard for me to give advice for because I'm not really good at selling women's stuff. So if you guys have men's stuff, I can definitely help you out. Format's different than it used to be. Yeah, I agree. It changes year to year. Everything changes. Are you left-handed? No, I'm right-handed. Right-handed, but I do have my ring on my left hand. Do you use a PO box for returns? I don't, but I think I'm going to open up a PO box here pretty soon. The only issue is if I open a PO box, I have to go there like every day to check if I get orders, because now I'm buying a ton on Whatnot. So maybe just my Whatnot orders I'll keep for my house. By the way, if I ordered something off you, I opened it all today. Everything got opened today. I literally got somebody sent me a shirt, by the way. Who sent me the Florida shirt? I have no clue who sent it because you didn't leave a note in the package, but somebody sent me a Florida shirt. I don't know where it is actually. Did Kayla bring it in here? Hang on, is that it? Where did she put it? It was such a oh, here it is. It's such a random ass shirt. Who sent me this? Who sent me this shirt? Hold on. Okay, I don't get the shirt. First off, it's kind of like, I don't know. Somebody sent me this shirt. So that's the front of the shirt. It says a day to remember, and then it has like pirates, and it has like, I don't know, like dolphins and alligators and all that stuff. And then this is a family channel, but I'm just showing a shirt right now. That's a heavy metal band. Oh, that's what the back says. It's a band. Okay, I don't listen to bands. I listen to rap. That's the tag it's on. So I was like, what the heck is this? A day to remember. It's a Florida. Okay, so that makes more sense. It's a band in Florida. Man, I was like, first somebody just sent me that shirt. I was like, I opened it today. It was from Amazon. I was like, what the heck is this shirt? If you don't want it, I'll wear it like once or twice, but it's very it's very loud and loud and proud. Loud and proud. Trisha, next time we meet up, I'll throw it your way. Yeah, seriously, I'll take it. A lot of people want it. Wow. A lot of people want it. Maybe I'll run it on Whatnot. Who's your favorite rapper? Like all-time favorite, like my current favorite rapper, everybody knows who that is. Lil Baby. Lil Baby is my current favorite rapper. I love that I love the way he talks about business in his raps, and it goes over everybody's head. That's one thing I like about Lil Baby. But my favorite rapper of all time has to be Lil Wayne. He is the GOAT. He is the absolute GOAT. Nobody can tell me any different. He is the GOAT. The GOAT. And I'm not just biased because my name is Wayne. Yeah, I'm in Florida too. I'm actually in Pinellas County, so I'm like right where the hurricane's going to pass by, but we're good. We're prepared. Did you ever get on? Did you ever? Wait. Did you get back on or never left? I've never left. You mean tonight? I haven't left. I've been on. Why do I have a hair in my mouth? It won't come out. One last question. Do you always send an offer on one item bundle? Yes. Autoposher actually bundles items for me in one item bundles and then sends out offers for me. Damn, I missed a bunch of comments over here. What's Surf's name on Facebook? Surfs Up Finds. Surfs Up Finds. All one word. Here, I think I can type it in. There you go. Surfs Up Finds. What about Eminem? Eminem's good. Lil Wayne's the GOAT. Lil Wayne is easily the GOAT. Eminem has great songs. He's really good at what he does. His lyricism is crazy. Lil Wayne is the GOAT. If I saw your video posted a while ago, brand new for 30. Nice. A brand new Canali for 30 is really good. That's crazy good. Canali suits are hard to move. Just make sure, McKenna, when you list that, you list it with the US size and not the EU size, because most Canali suits have the EU size in them. So if I think it's a 52, means it's actually a size 42 in the US. So make sure when you're listing, you put EU 52, US 42 in your title, because they're two different sizes. So you'll get a return. People will think they're getting a huge size when they're actually getting a normal size. So what volume you have listed at any given time across all platforms? Currently on eBay, I have, I think, just under 1,900 listings. Right now on eBay, I have 1,893 active listings. On Poshmark and Mercari, it's pretty close to that number. First time catching one of your lives, just found your channel recent and love your content. Appreciate you. David, let's go. That's awesome. I'm getting a whole bunch of new people on Facebook. So that means Facebook's putting me out there on normal people's pages, which is good. That means Facebook is maybe fixing its algorithm. Facebook, I know you're not listening to me, but you should put people's lives just randomly on people's feeds as they're scrolling, kind of like what TikTok does. It would be excellent if I could just pop up on random people's feeds and they'll be like, who is this guy? Let me go in and talk to him, and then talk and then, capture those viewers, kind of like what I do on TikTok. Appreciate it so much. No problem. Yeah, it's -10. Yep. As Reisner knows. Reisner knows best. Anytime. I actually made a mistake. I sold a Canali suit as a different size. I sold it as the EU size. So top 5 selling brands of menswear. Amy, I don't have an answer for that. Last year was actually Tommy Bahama, but that's only because I got a ton of Tommy Bahama in all at once. I don't have a top 5. Everybody always asks me for a top 5. There's just so many brands out there to sell. I don't have a top 5. If you want to know the brands I sell consistently, my eBay store is linked in my bio. It's also linked on my pin post on Facebook. Feel free to go to my eBay store, see what I have listed, see what I have sold. It's all public information. So where are you? I'm in my house. Where are you? Or how are you? Wow, I read that completely wrong. Buried, are you still here? Please don't tell me you're here, because I read that completely wrong. How are you? I'm good. I'm excellent. You guys okay? Stay safe. Yeah, we're good. Your rack is empty? I got an empty rack. Yeah, we don't have anything up there. I don't know if we're going to have the Whatnot auction this week. I'm going to try to load stuff up, but with the hurricane coming, we might have to postpone it till next week, which sucks, because we got the foam runner giveaway for this week. So we'll play it by ear. If we can do the Whatnot auction on Saturday, we'll try to do the Whatnot auction. If not, I am going to try to reach out to somebody and see if they can fill my spot for Saturday, so you guys still have an awesome show to watch. So yeah, I got some ideas of some people I can hit up, but yeah, is it going to impact y'all bad? Based off the current track, not really, but you never know with a hurricane. It could literally be going one way and then all of a sudden just go bloop. But based off what all the weather people are saying is that it's pretty much going to stick to that track. It's not going to move very much from that track, which is good. Don't get it twisted. Reselling is fun, but it's hard work, 100%. Just because it's fun doesn't mean it's hard. But it is the most fun I've ever had doing a quote unquote job. It's a lot of fun. I got a security message from eBay telling not to sell a certain person. Is that for real? Said it was a security thing. If it was in your eBay messages, yeah, that person probably got banned. I would assume they probably got banned. So appreciate you sharing the live, Ray. If you guys have any last minute questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. After I get done with live, I'm actually going to do some listings. I'm actually going to probably I'm going to finish some listings tonight, and then I'm probably going to all day tomorrow just take a bunch of photos of some items. So that way, if my power goes out, at least I can still list some stuff while I'm just chilling, waiting for the power to come back on. Are you watching Dennis Phillips? He's my favorite. Yeah, he's actually on TikTok now too. So I watch him on TikTok. Why do you offer free shipping on some listings but buyer pay? So it's a strategy. The strategy is if the item is lower, if you price it lower with shipping, it actually entices that buyer to buy that item. Whereas if you list it really high with free shipping, the buyer thinks they're getting a deal because they're getting free shipping. So it's the surfs up method. That's why we're doing that. How are your sales year to date compared to last year? I don't have a spreadsheet. I didn't use the same spreadsheet last year, but right now in August, I forget my total numbers of sales last year. I think I was just under 200K last year. I'm pretty sure it was just under 200K in sales. Pretty much by the end of September, I should be hitting pretty close to what I did last year already. And I still have October, November, December to sell. And those are going to be the money months. So if you guys listen, by the way, if you guys are here right now, you guys should go listen. As soon as I get done here, you should go over to a podcast. Hold on. We're about to bring it up. Because people always ask me, what's the name of the podcast? Here's the name of the podcast. Ooh, I'm live right now on YouTube. This is the podcast. You guys should go subscribe right now. This is the podcast. It's called In the Loop Reseller Podcast. Boop, boop, boop. Everybody should go over here after you're done, and then you should watch this podcast. This is Ethan and Dalton's channel, In the Loop Podcast. Really good people. Love Ethan, love Dalton. Really good people. They did an interview with us. It's like an hour and 36 minutes long. I'm not being biased by any means, but I think it's a really good podcast because I wasn't nervous at all. Like their questions were really on par. It was, nobody was talking over each other. It was really good. What's the word I'm looking for? It was just a really good like partnership. Everybody was talking, lots of good information being thrown around. Go listen to that podcast. Really good. And go drop a like. And then in the comment section, say K-Way sent you. Just say K-Way sent me. That's all you have to say. Boost this in their algorithm. Try to get this post to the most watches they've ever had because they deserve it. Really, really good podcast, In the Loop Reseller Pod. Go listen to that interview. I think it's a really good one. You guys are going to learn a bunch about reselling, about social media, all kinds of stuff. But I forget why I brought that up. Somebody asked me a question. What's up, Juan? Somebody asked me a question. That's why I said it. Damn, I forget why I was saying that. But anyways, go listen to that podcast. I was saying something. So I hope you don't lose power. So you can do your Whatnot show. I hope so too. If Kat still has her power, I might be able to go to her house and do the Whatnot show. But I need internet to be able to do it because otherwise my internet, if I just go off cell service, it's crap. Where can I get more help with authentic versus fake? I bought a resell North Face jacket. Compare it to other items that are online. That's what I would say. How are your sales? I already answered that. I think that's why I said that. Year-to-date sales, because I talk about that on their show. That's why I said that. Peace out, Leah. So we're in 14-hour days, but I'm doing it myself. There you go. Lost power today. A squirrel got frisky with the power line and ripped squirrel. Ouch. Did you just hear a bzzz? Then you just hear a thud? Where do you have so much energy? Where do you have so much energy? I don't post Sunday or today. Tomorrow I need to get with it. Like, how do I have so much energy? I don't know. It's because I'm drinking Mountain Dew at 10:30 at night. If I end a listing on eBay, will it go to my drafts? No, it won't go to your drafts. It'll go into your ended listings. Dalton and Decisive. How do you check for top selling brands each month? I don't do research like that. What I do is if I'm in a thrift store and I don't know whether an item sells well, I'll just look up comps while I'm in the thrift store. So I look up what's listed versus what's sold. How do you find your recently sold items on eBay? My recently sold items, go to the bottom. When you go on my store page, go to the bottom and hit see all items, and then you'll be able to filter in the top right-hand corner for my sales. It's kind of weird how they do that, but yeah. Here's all the gifts, by the way. Fourth quarter sales you started talking about. Yeah, I forgot what I was saying something else, but whatever. You guys get the gist. Everybody should go listen to In the Loop Reseller Pod after this. If you don't listen to podcasts, you should. There's a bunch of reselling podcasts out there. And if you're listing, you could literally put a podcast on in the background and just listen to it and learn a bunch of information for free while you're getting work done. It's like the best thing in the world. I used to always listen to podcasts when I was at the post office, like every single day. Have you tried the energy drinks? No, I don't really drink Mountain Dew too often. I used to drink a lot more, but I don't drink Mountain Dew too often. But like we went today to Taco Bell. If you go to Taco Bell, you have to get a Baja Blast. Check Revolve and Huckberry. There you go. Online website. You guys can check for the high-end brands. Great dialogue on the podcast. All four of you were pretty relaxed and informative. Yeah, it was really easy to do. It's I like podcasts like that. I did a podcast with Ray over at Nashville Flippers. I was a little nervous for that one because I'd never done like a podcast like that before, and I didn't really know what to expect. But with Ethan and Dalton, I talked to Ethan like almost every day, so it was just like hanging out. That's exactly how it was. The answers were really easy to give. They had everything set up really well, so it was a really, really good podcast. Could you imagine Joey on Mountain Dew? No, I would never want to imagine Joey on Mountain Dew. Like that kid yesterday was a demon to try to get to go to sleep. It was crazy. I listen to true crime podcasts. I know a lot of ladies that listen to those while they're at work. When we're at the post office, a lot of the postal lady workers used to listen to those true crime podcasts. How do you determine when to transfer your funds to your bank account or just leave enough to cover your fees and shipping labels? So I sell a decent amount, Carrie, to where like basically when I get my money transferred over, which will be tomorrow morning, not all of that money will transfer over because anything that sells basically from midday today till tomorrow will get pushed off to the next cycle because I don't actually get deposits every day. I get them every week. So I always have enough to cover my funds. But if I didn't, let's say I only sold one item today and I sold 16 tomorrow, I have my my debit card hooked up. So it just pulls from my debit card. So I can still buy labels even though I don't have funds available. They make Baja Blast energy drinks. I tried that Mountain Dew alcoholic drink, the Baja Blast one. I didn't really like it. It's just not for the ladies. Yeah. I know a lot of ladies that listen to them, though, like a ton of them that listen to them. Anybody going to run Labor Day sale? I'm just hoping to have inventory for Labor Day. I hope it doesn't all fly away. The only thing that's keeping me from starting selling on eBay is the shipping part about making a mistake. Okay, so Juan, here you go. Here's how you fix that worry. What you do is you take your item. You're going to list this item right here. Pretend this is a box. You're going to take your item. You're going to list it, and then you're going to put it inside of your box. Then you're going to take your tape measure, and you're going to measure the box that it's in. You're going to put that into your eBay listing, and then you're going to weigh your item. Let's say it weighs 1 pound, 3 ounces. You're going to put that into your listing, and then you're going to pick either ground advantage or priority. You can pick both if you want to, and then you let the buyer decide what they want to choose. You could even choose ground advantage, priority, USPS service, and a FedEx service, and then put all of those on the listing and let your buyer decide, but charge shipping to the customer. You'll never make a mistake. So if the buyer goes, all right, I want that shipped ground advantage, then when you ship your item, you're going to pick ground advantage, and you've already put in your weight and dimensions. So all you have to do is print out the label and slap it on the box and ship it out. You'll never make a mistake. Shipping is hard, but shipping is also super easy. Ethan, steal your hat. No, I'm rocking. See, my hairline came back all of a sudden. What if I was just messing with you guys this whole time and actually had a decent hairline? I just use that as a joke, just so you guys can't make fun of my hairline if I ever lose it. No, I really have a bad hairline. So if I lift up my hair, like the hairline's all the way up here. But my hair like is nice right now. So this is like I have about a month of like really nice hair, and then it gets too long to where I have to cut it, and then there goes my hairline. Then then I'll have to be wearing a hat again. I used to add first class and priority to every listing. Nobody ever chooses priority, so I stopped. Yeah, I agree. I think probably in 99.9% of the cases, they're going to click ground advantage. But for somebody just starting out, if you're scared about what service you should pick, just pick as many as you want and let the buyer decide which one they want, because they're going to choose the cheapest option, and then you can ship with that. But in most cases, Chris is correct. They're not going to use priority. They're not going to use FedEx or UPS. They're probably going to just use ground advantage because that'll probably be the cheapest shipping for them. Depop shipping. Yeah, I don't do anything on Depop, so I can't speak to Depop. I don't think I've ever listed one item to Depop ever. Like ever. Maybe one like a long time ago. I'm probably still up on Depop too. if I do have a listing up there. But all right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and head off. I'm going to get some listings done before I go to bed. I'll probably be on tomorrow morning shipping out some orders, but tomorrow night we'll have to play it by ear. If I do a live, it might be outside. You guys can see like how the winds are brewing up, because tomorrow at 9:30 is actually supposed to be when it's at its worst, I believe, or getting close to its worst for where we are. So I might do a live tomorrow night. Just come on, hang out outside with you guys and show you guys how the weather is. So, because if I lose power, I can't do anything. I literally can't list or ship or anything like that. So I'll be live tomorrow morning, coming, hanging out with you guys, and then talk more tomorrow with you guys. Peace.